Selamat datang para penonton. Sesaat lagi video reaction akan segera dimulai. Harap sediakan popcorn, kuota internet, bahu pacar sebagai sandaran, dan jangan lupa untuk like, komen, subscribe video ini, biar kayak YouTuber. Selamat menyaksikan.
So let's start it. Hello, I'm Lely Setiawati, and in this video I'm gonna do reaction for Rupi Kaur's poem named or titled Our Souls Are Mirrors. Before I start this reaction, let's getting to know about Rupi Kaur first, a bit. So she was born in Punjab, India, but when she was 4, she had to move to Canada. Living as an immigrant, cannot speak English, make books become her closest friends to spend the time with. But actually, before she publishes her books, she is also known as Insta Poet because she usually posts her poems on her Instagram and gain fame there. And this poem, Our Souls Are Mirrors, is one of her poems in her second book called The Sun and Her Flowers, which published in 2017. This book, the book, divided in 4 parts: wilting, falling, rooting, and rising. Those represent about the life cycle of plant. It's definitely, the theme is not about life cycle of plants, of course. Okay, let's move to the poem because I don't want to talk about her life in the whole video. So let's start it.
God must have needed you and I from the same tub.
First speaker.
Roll
Okay,
this
so
cloud.
it's
S1 on the bacon sheet.
using first speaker.
Must have suddenly
I.
realized how unfair it was to put that much magic in one person and sadly split that dough in 2. How else is it that when I look in the mirror, I am looking at you? When you breathe, my own lungs fill with air. That we just met, but we have known each other our whole lives. If we were not made as one to begin with, our souls are mirrors.
Okay, actually, the voice in the narrated video is is the tone that I expected. Like, if I have to read this poem aloud, I will read it with a gentle, soft tone, or in this narrated version, it's kind of a bit romantic. Yeah, I guess. Kok gue jadi baper? Like, if we compare this poem into a relationship, this poem expresses in a stage of lovey-dovey moment in a relationship. So reading Our Souls Are Mirror gives me a comfort, sweet, and lovely feeling. Like, when you finish reading this poem, you might probably suddenly smiling like me. But that's the fact. Okay, the theme, of course, we already know that the theme in this poem is about love, about someone that finally finds their soulmate. Actually, we can easily find from the drawing on her book in the same title. Here there is a heart shape with 2 similar faces. I think this is obviously talking about love. But I really like how Rupi Kaur used the heart shape as a soul, because as we know that usually people use the heart shape as love, represent about love, but here she represent the heart shape as soul. With these 2 similar face means or describe 2 person in one soul. I think it's interesting, it's sweet. If we see the whole poem, this poem contains 15 lines in one stanza and no rhyme. Of course, this using free verse form, and there is no punctuation. The fact is why Rupi Kaur uses lowercase in whole of her poems, because there are two reasons why. The first one is because spiritual reason, and the other one is more about the design, because when she add a punctuation, it looks imbalanced and unsymmetrical, so she uses lowercase for all the poems, which also means about equality, equalness, sama semua, feminist. God must have kneaded you and I from the same dough. Kneaded here, I think it's a metaphor of, and also the dough, also a metaphor. Kneaded here means that, like, for the time that God creates a perfect creature or a human being, and dough is also a metaphor for the soul. To put that magic, to put that much magic in one person and sadly split that dough in two. Magic in here means perfection. It's also a metaphor. Yeah, like God realized that He cannot create someone too perfect in oneself, so He have to split it. And word, sadly, means like He doesn't want to take the half of the perfection, but He must, so it can find the other one to be perfect, so split that dough in two. I think this also means like equality to each other. Like if you split something in two, it's supposed to be 50-50, right? Okay, and when I look at the mirror, I'm looking at you. Mirror, I think mirror here as the symbol of a replica of one another, like you see yourself in your soulmate. Yeah, guess. When you breathe, my own lungs fill with air. Oh my god. As one soul that's split in two, you still sometimes you still can feel the other soul's feels, even though you're apart, or we call it like chemistry or intuition. I don't know. And air here, I think, in my humble opinion, here is an organic imagery, because it gives an internal sensation of your body. Like when I read this for the first time, this line actually, when you breathe, my own lungs fill with air, like I feel like suddenly the air comes into my lungs and I can breathe. So I think air here is an organic imagery that we just met, but we have known each other. This giving me a feeling that no matter you're apart, in the end you will find the way to meet each other, because you were created as the perfect soul that unfortunately forced to be split into two. Like means that you are both meant to be for a long far before you were born. This also gives a comfort feeling towards your soulmate, because I think comfort is one of the essential things you have to feel or you have to get in a relationship. So if you are in a relationship with your partner, girlfriend, or your boyfriend, and you feel comfort with them, so you probably find your soulmate, guys. Congrats. For conclusion is, of course, the theme is about love, and we don't need to open dictionary because our souls are mirrors has a simple diction. It's written as how it might be spoken, so I think it's easy to understand the meaning. Actually, the simpleness is what I like about Rupi Kaur's poems. It's simple to understand, quite straightforward, and yeah, but still give you the sweet, sad, ironic, and poetic feeling. Yeah, I think that's the reaction. Now, this is the end of the video, guys. Thank you for watching until the very end. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you have your own opinion regarding this poem, you can leave your comment below. And please keep your body health, stay healthy until we meet again in the class. See you again. Bye bye.
Terima kasih telah menyaksikan video reaction kali ini. Jangan lupa untuk mencuci piring bekas popcorn, bilang terima kasih ke Ayang Embeb. Kepada Miss Ruis, jangan sungkan untuk memberikan nilai A, dan sampai jumpa pada video reaction selanjutnya.